Hello, Tawater families. My name is Amanda Yang. I've been teaching Mandarin immersion for almost 13 years, 3 years in Highland International School of China, 5 years in an 90-10 immersion program at North Carolina, and right now I'm ready to start my 5th year at Tawater. With a bachelor degree of teaching Chinese as foreign language and a master degree of elementary education, I came to Tawater with my husband Chris and children too. Chris will also be your child's 5th grade teacher next year. In 2021, because of our wonderful language program in Tawater, I've been named as Arizona Language Association Teacher of the Year for Arizona. This is our dual language immersion continuum map. Your child will keep the Stage 3 Mandarin learning module, which is 50-50 this year. However, it will be changed into 70-30 model when they enter the middle school. In 4th grade, Mandarin Matrix Foundation curriculum was used for my reading program. The website login information has been attached to your child's agenda. Please leave it in the binder and have your child keep login information by themselves. It's the time for them to know their own account. Students will be taught Chinese phonics pinyin from the first quarter and expect to use Mandarin phonics typing from the second quarter. They will also be taught to send Mandarin emails and messages at the end of the year. Besides the language, I will still be teaching Mandarin math, but my part shrinks to 20% this year. So I will still focusing on students' Mandarin math fluency, especially in verbal with different levels. Instead of math, Mandarin science raised up to 80%. Your child will learn natural disasters, forces and energy, electricity, and part of American Indians, Europe, explorers, and colonization in Mandarin. Due to this year's lesson structure, 4th grade Mandarin learning will be more project-based. Like many other gifted programs, language, math, science, social studies skills will be immersed through different types of activities. If you curious why your child says Miss Yan played tons of games, this is why. I wish I could invite every single of you come to watch how your child learn in my classroom. Unfortunately, we can't. So I hope the following part will make you have a better idea. Small group rotations are the most common daily event. Students will be split into 4 small groups for language math, hands-on projects, and technology learning. And they rotate every single 15 minutes. Except the reading table, other 3 stations are expected to manage by themselves. During this session, students will be required to use 90% Mandarin to ask questions and interact with teachers and their classmates. Technology learning is another big chunk in my classroom. Instead of paper materials, I will replace it with Mandarin learning website like Quizlet, Pear Deck, GameKit. Don't panic if you think you don't want your child to spend too much on screen. All the games will under my supervision because they are all live games. It has to play through teacher's account and work with their classmates. Year after year, this is my top 1 question from you. How could I help my child's Mandarin? No, how could you expect yourself to help your child's Mandarin? You don't even speak it. However, I do need your help to help them success this year. Back to the expectation pie chart, building routines is the number 2 large pieces. That's because when your child's routine built, they start to know what they expect to do. When they are turning their study routines into daily habits, the self-management awareness existed. After that, leadership happened because your child already know what is expected in this program, and now they can help others. Of course, after all, they're gonna turn in success. Parents, this year your only job is right here. Now let's be more specific. Okay, before you tell your child what is a routine, you need to demonstrate it first. I know you already start to panic. Here is an regular week's task. Monday through Thursday, check your child's agenda for their daily Mandarin homework and put your signature right below here. Friday, check your child's blue twirl binder for next week's newsletter and Infinity Campus website for weekly spelling test result. Every day, check your emails for teachers' extra information. Okay, I got you. You already start to grab your glass of water. Don't panic. Then maybe you can see my choice B. My plan B is go to your Dojo app on Mondays for knowing the whole week's Mandarin spelling words, activities, and announcements, and Fridays for the testing feedbacks. Just twice a week, you catch up everything. It's also going to help your child completing their digital homework in their student Dojo portfolio. Now it's a time to talk about helping your child to build daily routines at home. First, 15 minutes writing spelling characters policy. Please make sure your child spends this 15 minutes to write. If you see your child staring the spelling words and look like they were pretty focused on studying spelling words, please tell them to write. Because Chinese characters won't connect with their brain effectively until they use their own understanding to decode it. Write the spelling words down and relate it with the pictures is the best way for practicing. Yes, this also means repeated copying is also effectiveness for understanding. I hope what I just said explained your confusions for the past, like why my child's spelling still so struggle even they copied day and day. That's why. Routine 2, less than 2. Though I give the whole year spelling words at the beginning of the school year, but if you check your child's homework planner last week, I give only one word per day. I did that is for helping your child getting less confusions with the similar words. Example, last week I signed should on Monday, just then on Tuesday, wash hair on Wednesday, and Thursday is movement. The students who practice one word per day did better job than the students who practice all the words at Thursday night or any other night in a once. The common mistakes among these wrong students is mixed up just then with movement. Because part of the words they looks pretty similar and your child practice them together will shrink brain's ability to distinguish them. Sounds interesting, right? Something even worse, the wrong practicing gonna shrink their tested confidence as well because they're gonna feel like, oh, I practiced again and again, but I just can't do it. So I need your help when they feel discouraged. Stick on a short daily plan for their practice. Monitor the progress, awards their small efforts until they get used to it. Routine 3, Thursday pre-spelling test. My last suggestion is pre-test. Instead of waiting till Thursday night to start practice, make your child practice daily and pre-test your child on Thursday night. That's the right way to help them. It's an effective way to reduce your child's test anxiety. I know what are you thinking about right now? Like, I don't know any Mandarin. How do I test my child? Like, how this pre-test is gonna reduce the test anxiety? Like, what if I just too tired? Well, that's why you need me.
Hi guys, we're trying to help the parents to study the Mandarin words to help their child. So on Thursday, if you could do a pre-test with your child, and Mrs. Yang is going to make a book like this for all of the students, and then on Thursday you can do the pre-test with your child. You say the word should, and then your child writes the Mandarin word and the pinyin. And then you go to the next word and you say the word movement in English, and then your child writes the Mandarin word and they write the pinyin. Also, have your child write the date and their name in Mandarin. This is exactly the way the test will be on Friday when Mrs. Yang gives the test.
After the pretest, your child will have a better idea about which word they already know and which one might still need to work on right before the test. When everything's expected, their test anxiety reduced. I hope this video will help you have a better idea of how to help your child at home. Our final goal for this year is not only help them making progress in Mandarin, but also let them start to be understanding the importance of self-management, routines building, and future learning expectations. Child might feel tired to stick with the routines at the beginning. This is very common. Please share these quotes with them. It took me about 15 years to really understand it. I wish I could know it when I was 9. If you watched this video till now, I want to give you a big thank you. I'm always here for you and your child. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck!